to hold a public hearing in the select board meeting room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024 at 7 p.m. on application of Daniel Willis pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 9, for a special permit under Reading zoning bylaws, Sections 4.5, 7.0, 7.3, and 7.3.2 to construct an addition which increases the existing height on an existing non-conforming structure, the side yard setback of 9.6 feet on the property located at 11 Pineville Ave, Assessors Map 11, Lot 219 in Reading, Massachusetts. Unless there's an objection, I will dispense with the reading of the butters list, except to say that the butters were notified as were the following: the Select Board, Town Clerk, Police Department, Fire Department, Building Department, Conservation Commission, Health Department, Assessor's Office, Engineering Division, CPDC, and the members and associate members of the Board of Appeals, as well as the planning boards of Wakefield, Linfield, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and Wilmington. Testimony before this board is taken under oath, so if you think you may want to speak, please stand and raise your right hand. So I guess anyone who wants to speak on this case or any of the other ones tonight, you just want to stand up. Great. So I swear that the testimony given to me by this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Response is just I do.
I do.
Great. So does someone want to give a quick overview of this case?
Yes, happy to.
Great.
Good evening, my name is Dan Willis. Thank you for allowing us to participate in this hearing tonight. Number one, we just appreciate, we know everything that the board does is in the best interest of the community, so thank you for all the service in this, we really appreciate it. This project is really, we're trying to do two things. My wife and I, we bought this house. There was a back room built onto the back of the house. It was already there when we purchased it. Unfortunately, whoever built that room did not provide it with a proper structure underneath it. So really the primary thing we're doing, number one, is to provide a more appropriate foundation under the room so it's just stable. That's kind of number one. Number two, we would like to build a bathroom on top of that structure once we give it a proper foundation. 4 people live in this house. We have 1 shower. It would be immensely helpful to our family to have a second shower. Those are the 2 things that we are trying to accomplish. We recognize and we appreciate that there is a setback issue here. I would highlight 2, I think, important factors of that. One, we have no intent on changing the existing footprint of that structure today. So we plan on having the exact same dimensions that exist today when we do the improvement. That's kind of number one. Number 2, the residential homeowners on either side of us are both, not only they're not concerned with this project, but they are both supportive of this project. They are not here to voice any opposition on this today. So with that, we do request the special permit. Thank you.
Great, sounds good. Does anybody have any comments or questions about this one on the side?
I did have a question just to clarify, because I did take a look last night. When you say the back room, are you talking about what's on the plot plan as it's called an enclosed porch?
Yes.
And that's, it looks like a porch with some flimsy walls on it?
That is exactly what we're talking about, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just for the benefit of our newcomers here, that, this can literally be done if the board consider it not substantially more detrimental to the neighborhood, okay? And I personally don't have a problem with it because you're not creating a new non-conformity. You're currently non-conforming, but you're not creating a new one. And so I don't really have a problem with what you want to do.
No issue. Which do we decide who's sitting on this one?
Oh yeah, so I think we only have 5 people technically, so if you.
Why do you consider one of them, one on the other?
Yeah. Do you have a preference, either one of you? Okay. That's good. Yeah, do you have any comments on this one then?
It is an existing structure, that's size side.
Yeah.
I'd be fine with it.
Alright, cool. I think the only question I had is more for my own edification. It looks like this actually is in the no build setback of the wetlands. How does that work with like an existing structure? That's the only question for Brett. Or does it go to the conservation?
That'll be all, yeah, they'll have to go through conservation.
Alright, cool, got it.
So they have to go for a notice of intent.
Okay.
That's helpful. I did talk to Chuck a little bit about it, and if you want to put like any conditions in regarding it.
Yeah, it was mostly just my
If you're good
own
there.
curiosity.
Yeah, if you guys
alright.
are good with it, then they just have to go through your notice of intent and
But we don't have to condition that, do we?
you
That
don't
was
have
a
to
standard
condition that,
procedure.
yes, so they have
do
to
it
due
anyway.
to the wetland buffers, so.
Yeah.
I think he's in the process of like going over the paperwork. I sent that over to him, I think was last week or the week before.
Yeah, looks good to me. Yeah, so I wanna make a motion for this one?
I'll make it. I move to grant the petitioners names, Daniel and Alicia Willis, a special permit under sections 7.3 and 7.3.2 of the zoning bylaws to build a two-story or like basically replace the existing back porch and build a second story on top of it on the non-conforming lot at 11 Pineville Avenue in Reading, as shown on the certified plot plan prepared by John D. Sullivan III, dated June 5th, 2024, professional engineer. And it's not separately certified. Special permit is subject to the following conditions. Number one, the petitioner shall submit to the building inspector a certified plot plan of the proposed construction and proposed foundation plans prior to the issuance of a foundation permit for the work. Two, the petitioner's final construction plans for the new structure shall be submitted to the building inspector, along with an as-built foundation plan prior to the issuance of a building permit. Three, as-built plans showing the completed construction shall be submitted to the building inspector immediately after the work is completed and prior to the issuance of an occupancy permit.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Great, alright, you guys are all set?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm gonna leave this here.
Alright, so we can move on to application 24-09, 7 Kyler Drive. The zoning board of appeals will hold a public hearing in the select board meeting room at Town Hall, 16 Lowell Street, Reading, Massachusetts, on Tuesday, July 2nd, 2024, 7 p.m. on the application of Lauren Santini pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 40A, Section 9 for a special permit under Reading zoning bylaws, Section 4.5, 5.3.1, 5.3.2, and 5.4.7, as may be determined by the zoning board, to construct a single-story addition with a 930 square foot accessory apartment on the property located at 7 Kylie Drive, Assessors Map 34, Lot 146 in Reading, Massachusetts. Unless there's an objection, I will dispense with the reading of the butters list, except to say that the butters were notified as were the following: Select Board, Town Clerk, Police Department, Fire Department, Building Department, Conservation Commission, Health Department, Assessor's Office, Engineering Division, CPDC, members and associate members of the Board of Appeals, as well as the planning boards of Wakefield, Linfield, North Reading, Stoneham, Woburn, and Wilmington. Testimony given before this board is taken under oath, so if you think you may want to speak, please stand and raise your right hand. Yes, I swear that the testimony given by me before this board will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. In response, just I do. Alright, great. Yes, just want to give a quick overview of the, what do you want to do?
Sure. The overview is that my parents, who live currently in Medford, they're elderly and they can't really be by themselves any longer, so I would like to thank you for taking the time, first of all, but I would like to add an accessory apartment, just so that I can be there with them. Traveling to Medford sometimes 3-4 times a day while I'm working at home is difficult sometimes, but I think if they were closer, I could just watch. I'm an only child also, don't have any siblings, so it's really all on me and my husband and my 2 kids. But it would just be helpful if I could have this accessory if possible. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for giving us an overview. Any questions or comments from the board? Which including you, Tara, since you're gonna be on this one, or
This is the exact type of housing that I think we want to incentivize in Reading. It's the dwelling apartment units. It's limiting changes to our neighborhoods. I definitely think this is something that I'd approve.
For an accessory apartment, the likes of what you want to do here, I think the key compliance issue is how well you comply with section 5.4.7.3 of the bylaw, which has a big long list of conditions that you have to meet. At least those that are applicable to the situation, not all of them are in this case. And I think you did a very good job in the application of going through each and every one of those and answering them, okay? The only comment I would have is that as I looked at the thing, at the information, the entrance to that accessory apartment in the front of the house is gonna go in here, and then, and you can enter the accessory apartment going to the right. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you can also access the main house if you go to the left. Is that correct?
Yes.
And that's the only entrance from the accessory apartment to the main house. Unless you come in the front door,
Unless you come in front.
but even
yes.
from the accessory apartment,
Yes.
yeah, okay, that's the only question I have, or clarification, okay.
So I was trying to visualize it as you were.
I have a question. Do you anticipate this separate parking for the accessory apartment, or are they gonna park in your driveway on the other side of the house?
So my parents do not have a car.
Okay.
So that, you know, they do have a car, but they're not taking it with them when they come to Reading. So and if it was there, it would be in my driveway.
That was my question about the cars, we saw that, yeah.
Great, sounds good. So we'll open it to public comment, any comments from the public? No, alright. Do you have a motion for this one?
Just make a quick point.
Yeah.
It's 960 square feet, so we can just make a note of that.
Oh, okay,
It's-
so,
I think it says 930 in the
yeah,
ad, but
okay.
that's all.
Okay, so to do this motion, we just kinda, I don't know if you've done this before, okay.
The existing wall.
Just, this one actually has all the information, so you can kinda do it from here, but then we'll read off to the special permit. Well, actually, accessory, yeah. Does this fall under the special permit then, cause it's a accessory dwelling?
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, so
It's
it's
special
special
permit to do an accessory
Oh,
dwelling.
yeah, okay, okay. Alright, so I would move to grant the petitioners Laura and Robert of 7 Kylie Drive under section 5.4.7 accessory apartments and 5.4.72 restrictions of the town of Reading zoning bylaw in order to construct a 32 by 28 single-story addition with a 960 square foot accessory apartment as shown on the plot plan. It's usually just kind of verify that it's the same here. Submitted, dated May 2nd, 2024, prepared by Hayes Engineering and Architectural Drawings, dated 3/13/2024, prepared by DL Care. And also, special permit is subject to the following conditions. The petitioner shall submit the building inspection to the building inspector, a certified plot plan of the proposed construction and proposed foundation plans prior to the issuance of a foundation permit for the work. Petitioner's final construction plans for the new structure shall be submitted to the building inspector along with the as-built foundation plans prior to the issuance of a building permit. As-built plans showing the completed construction shall be submitted to the building inspector immediately after the work is completed and prior to the issuance of an occupancy permit.
Which paragraph did you refer to for performance standards?
Are you talking about for the special permit, 5.47 and 5.472?
I think it's probably 5.4.73.
We can have 5.473
That's the performance standards.
Oh,
as well, cause that's, yeah,
Yeah,
that makes
you can add
sense.
that.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, great. You guys are all set?
Awesome,
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good holiday.
You too.
Happy 4th, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, just use the denial. Actually, it's not-
I think the only other thing we have is meetings from, or minutes from last time. Or is there other business?
Minutes and then just like board updates, obviously, we have 2 new associates, so Frank and Tara. Cy, Andrew, Cindy, and Patrick. So now's the time if you guys wanna do any like board reorganizations or anything like that would be the perfect time.
We did that.
do-
When,
we-
when did you,
I think we usually do it in June, so
Yeah,
I'm,
we're
has
supposed-
it been since last June that you've been,
Yeah.
oh my
We have
gosh.
to do this, I think we have to vote again,
okay.
right?
I definitely have to double check with Andrew.
No, I'm pretty
this
sure we
isn't
do.
Something
so,
that I
too.
normally do, but I think.
I think he was pretty much voted as chairman for the year.
Yeah,
And I think
it
we
was a
just
year.
do it again. If he wants to run a second time, then we rubber stamp it, okay?
Yeah. Si, just to confirm, you're resigning after when?
I'm-
How much longer are you on? Didn't you say you were
We'll
limited?
Be all done next June,
Next June, okay.
unless I die beforehand.
Okay. Sure that won't happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is
Knock on
entirely
something.
Uh,
Okay,
I'm happy to
Now,
transfer.
you're the vice chair, right?
I
Or-
guess, yeah.
Do you wanna-
We need to,
You
we
can
need
do
to
it
just
again if
act
you
on
want,
those
I
too.
don't know.
I'm happy to, I think we've been kind of rotating on a yearly basis, but I'm happy to.
yeah. I mean, we haven't really, I mean, I'm the immediate past chair.
Right.
And then, yeah, we, in terms of length of tenure is what it's sort of turning into. So,
Who's missing? We should vote him.
It's always the desire, that if you're on the board long enough, everyone will
You
have
should
the
do it.
opportunity to chair the board.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they like to do. I mean, I think I had it for about 19 years, I think I had it about 3 times. You know, it goes around.
Yeah.
And so, whether you want to be it or not, the time will come when you have to step up.
so as far as I'm concerned, it's up to you guys. If
So,
Patrick wants to take over and you wanna defer to him, or you wanna stay and Patrick's okay with that, either way, I'm good.
you willing to continue for another year?
I'm willing to continue another year unless
Are you willing to continue for another
Unless if you
year?
wanna do it.
Yeah, no, I'll wait till next year.
Alright,
Okay,
sounds
then I
good.
would make the motion that we vote to elect Andrew to continue as chair of the board till next June, and we vote to have Patrick continue as co-chair until next June.
And I'll second that.
All in favor? I think all 6 could not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
As long as everybody's happy.
Your day will come.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what else we got?
I'm sorry, while we're on the new board members though, could you guys just kind of introduce yourselves, let us know, you know, what your background is that, you know, that you bring to the table here?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Tara Gregory. I work as a code consultant and a fire protection engineer by trade. Basically, I get building plans and I review them for building life safety and accessibility compliance. So it's a lot of what I know. I forgot the rest of, yeah, that's pretty much what I bring.
Cool.
I've been, buying, managing and developing properties since, 20 years old. I've been in the business. I've been in front of boards in multiple cities and always wanted to be part of one. The opportunity came up and I signed the application.
Have you been in front of us before?
Renting, no.
No, okay.
Great to have both you guys here.
I've had to come in front of you guys once.
Oh,
It was
really?
like during the pandemic years when we first bought our house, we were trying to get something done and delayed our project a little bit, waiting for quorum.
Yeah. So welcome, thank you.
Or historic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I live on Pleasant Street, so I was the Massachusetts Register.
Just to double check, this is perfect timing. Does anyone going forward want physical copies? I know Tara, you mentioned you did. So if you want physical copies for the meeting, I'll take the count now so that way I can just have them ready for each meeting.
Well, I always print hard copies
Yeah, me
from
too.
the
I print my own.
website, so if you want to give me a hard copy,
So you want me to provide,
I'd love one.
okay, do you want it like ahead of time or? Kind of like we used to do that?
No, I don't like it at the meeting,
Not at the meeting, but before,
ahead of
so
time.
when, okay,
I can come down and pick it up.
so side as, who else?
I print my own, I'm good.
I can come pick it up early too.
I just need the denial letter, yeah, and a plan would be good. Everything else I can kind of look on the phone.
Yeah, the plan would be good.
While we're doing administrative stuff, we let Andrew know last year, but as of the fall, like September, I coach hockey Tuesday, Thursday nights, so if we can move it to like a different night.
So I don't think we'll be able to really move it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
getting increasingly difficult to move meetings because we have lack of meeting space, especially like this year. It's like
Okay.
we'll have like MBTA communities, we have like elections coming up, so during certain periods of election time, this room, we're not allowed to hold any meetings in it. I can see what I can do if you can, you said which days?
Well, any other days besides Tuesday, Thursday, so Monday,
I'm sorry,
Wednesday.
like the time frame?
Oh, it's at 8 o'clock, so I mean, I suppose if we did it a little bit earlier.
So I'll-
September through,
Oh, yeah,
Sorry.
September through December, pretty much.
Now that we have the full board.
Yeah, it probably won't make a
Your
difference,
problem,
yeah.
okay?
Yeah, so I'll see what I can do. I just know between that and then we have like the holidays and like some of the Jewish holidays, we're not supposed to put
Unless
meetings
there's no
on.
cases, sometimes
So I
there's
can
no
see what I can
cases.
do.
But it's just cases,
Um,
yeah.
Definitely can't
Not,
make any-
not a big deal. If we have other members, I don't
Yeah,
think,
no,
yeah.
it is perfect. I will look into that.
But I just
and
wanted to let you know,
Thank you.
'cause it's coming up. Yeah, 2 months. Minutes?
minutes.
Minutes.
I wasn't here last time, so I have no.
Do you have any comments, Patrick?
Yeah. One change,
One change? Alright.
as I always do.
Very diligent.
I'm in. Page 1. Under 16 Grand Street, the second paragraph, start of it, would you just read that first sentence? I'll read it. The applicant, I can't pronounce the name, explained their plans. Think about what I just said. I would say, change it to explained their revised plans.
Sounds good to me.
And that's all I have.
Yeah, look at me. I'll move to approve them. Second.
I wasn't here.
Second.
Alright, all in favor?
Okay.
I think we're all set then. Is there anything
I
else?
make a motion to adjourn.
I will second that.
So I have one question.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's is something booked every Tuesday so far, or will we get,
For-
will we get an email to see the
We're the-
agenda?
The first Tuesday. Not,
The first Tuesday?
yeah, just the first Tuesday of the month, not
Oh,
every.
first
Yeah, not every Tuesday.
Oh, boy.
So we
Okay.
typically, the first Tuesday, I think, September 4th is, I believe, a Wednesday.
And if there's some planned vacations, we tell you ahead of time?
Yes, it's great to know ahead of time, so that way, like, say, if we have like 4 people who can't make it, then we wouldn't be able to vote on some of the cases. And what I'll do, so tomorrow, I'll send you guys just the schedule. I think I might have included it in the packet I sent, but I'm sure you guys got a lot of things between me, the town clerk, and Jackie all at once, so it's a bit information overload. But I'll send you all of our schedule dates, and they all have kind of the room that it should be in, and usually a week before the meeting, I'll send everybody an email just verifying that everyone be there, the packets, which are also going to be online as well, because sometimes they don't go through or they're too big to send. So usually I'll send you like the quorum before.
And one more.
Yeah.
So when is the proper time to recuse yourself, just in case?
I think if you know ahead of time,
Yeah.
maybe just letting us know, but that's something I'd have to double check with Andrew and the SI or.
What would be
Yeah. You mean the rules for recusing yourself,
Yeah,
or the
I looked
reasons
them up,
why
I
you would
couldn't find-
recuse?
yeah, why would I?
Yeah, I
Oh.
think that was in that, if I remember right, that was in that training we had to do with the regarding conflicts and stuff like that. Not taking bribes, things like that.
Well, no, I just don't wanna jeopardize
So-
anybody's decision in case I know,
Yeah.
because I'm in the business, I do know a lot of people, I just,
I don't know if knowing
One-
somebody is
But recently,
disqualifying.
in another city, someone recused themselves because they knew me, and I got bumped for another 4 months, you know,
Oh.
but.
Hmm.
I guess ahead of
If
time
you're,
would be
if you're
much-
really good friends of the applicant,
Okay,
I would err on the side of recusing yourself.
okay, that's what I'm
Yeah.
asking.
But not just happen to have run into them, on a,
No.
job or, or, you know, at a meeting or whatever.
I think sometimes if you're a direct abutter or something too, then.
Yeah, direct to butter, definitely.
Use themselves
So
for that
direct
too.
to butter?
Yeah,
Okay.
like if it's like your next door neighbor that's before the board, like you'll probably have.
I can give you an
Or a
example of,
relative,
Yeah.
I guess maybe we'll wait till I go off the record.
but I mean, I presume you know a lot of builders and stuff, so
Not
if
too many, but,
there's a
you know.
builder who comes in that you just happen to know just as an acquaintance, or you just know of him, I think that wouldn't be grounds for refusal.
I'll double check with Andrew.
In my case, it was, I'm good friends with a brother, and their brother recused himself, which I only see once in a great while.
Yeah.
Just not to jeopardize the whole process,
I'll definitely double check with Andrew on that, but I think everyone's correct on that, if you're like a direct abutter or if it's like your home, if you're part of the project or like you're like participating, whether you're the contractor or helping them with it, that's what you would be.
I personally don't do contract work, it's only on our own properties that we have, if we renovate or develop, that's it.
All in favor of the motion to adjourn?
Sounds good.
Yes.
You guys have a good 4th.
Thank you, Rich.
You too.
Right.